are going to see the HR demand forecasting techniques. So as we already seen the process of human resource planning, in which the most important step is HR demand forecasting. The HR department will estimate the number of manpower that is required in coming future. So forecasting is not an easy task. So there are different techniques available for forecasting the human resource requirements in future. So the techniques are divided into qualitative techniques and quantitative techniques. So in qualitative we are having managerial judgment, Delphi technique, nominal group technique, and in quantitative we are having ratio trend analysis, regression analysis, work study technique, flow models. So we are going to see each one by one. So first technique is manager judgment technique. As the name itself suggests, the estimation will be totally based upon the judgments of managers from middle and top level. So here the estimation will be decided either by two approaches, bottom up approach or top down approach. So in bottom up approach, what will happen, the line managers will send their departmental requirement of human resources to top management. So bottom up, the line managers or the departmental managers will estimate their departmental human resource requirement, and they will submit their requirement to the top level. So marketing line managers mean the each department managers, like marketing manager will estimate their departmental human resource requirement, that how many number of people they require in coming future in their department. Then finance department will submit their estimation. Then production department manager will submit their estimation. So each department manager will submit the estimation of human resources in their respective departments to the top management, and then top management will forecast the human resource requirement for the overall organization on the basis of the proposals from departmental managers. And same opposite is top down approach. So in top down approach, top management will forecast the human resource requirement for entire organization and for various departments. So this information is supplied to various departmental heads for review and approval. So top management will decide the number of people that will be allocated to each department, and that proposal will be given to each department, and departmental managers will review that proposal, and if they think some changes are required, then they will uh, give that proposal to the top management, like yes, this amount of human resource will be excess or will be shortage, then they will, according to their requirement, they can make changes in the proposal, and they can approve that proposal after reviewing. So this is called top down approach. So in organization, it's not that only top down or bottom up approach will be possible, because in bottom up what will happen now, okay, every department will give their estimation, but it's not possible for top management to approve the estimation as it is, because they are also having their own criteria of funds. So, and only top down is also not possible, because top managers don't know the exact requirement from each department. So what company always does, company use a combination of both approaches, top down and bottom up, and that is called as participative approach, in which top management and each departmental managers will sit together and they will decide the proper estimation of human resource. So this is called managerial judgment method. So the next technique is Delphi technique. So it's very popular technique. What happen in this technique, it is also one kind of judgment based technique, but here the human resource department will take the help of different experts. who can be from outside or inside of organization. So what happened in this technique you can clearly see in this diagram. So there will be one facilitator or intermediate person who will coordinate all the process. So that facilitator will ask for the opinions of experts. So the experts will respond to that facilitator. They will now every expert will give their responses, the estimated number of figures to the facilitator. Now what facilitator will do? Facilitator will compile the responses collected from each experts, and he will send revised set of questions to each experts back again. So you can see here in step 1, facilitator is asking for the expert's opinion. In step 2, you can see experts are sending their responses to facilitator. In step 3, you can see the facilitator will compile whole responses and he will send that compiled report to each expert. And then again, the experts will again revise their opinions, their responses on the basis of feedback they are getting from different experts. Again, they will send back their responses to facilitator. Again, facilitator will compile and send back the responses to each expert. So this process will be continuous until and unless the experts' opinions begin to agree. And at last, facilitator produces report on experts' responses when it will be matching. So this is called Delphi technique. So what is a unique feature of Delphi technique? So unique feature of Delphi technique is the all experts, they are not coming face to face. That is a major difference between all other techniques and Delphi techniques. Here people will not sit face to face for discussion purpose. So facilitator will do whole process on behalf of this experts. He will have responsibility to collect the responses, compile the responses and send back to the experts. So this is called Delphi technique. Now third one technique is nominal group technique. So it is just similar to Delphi technique, but the difference is that as we have seen in Delphi technique, the experts will not sit face to face. But in nominal group technique, it is a brainstorming technique. So here the managers or the experts will come face to face. The meeting will be conducted face to face. So what are the steps followed in nominal group technique is introduce and explain first. So here members will come together, they will introduce each other and the purpose and the procedure will be explained by the facilitator. Then in second step, members will generate ideas. So here facilitator will provide a paper to each expert. Then expert will write down their estimations, their responses on the basis of their own ideas. Then sharing of ideas. So here the facilitator will record the estimations and the responses generated by each expert. He will note down one by one. So here chance will be given to each and every expert. So round robin will be done till everyone is done. Round robin means one by one each will give their responses to facilitator and facilitator will record the estimations given by each uh, expert. Now next stage is discuss each ideas as a group. Now here each idea which is recorded by facilitator will be discussed one by one. So everyone will give opinions on the ideas of each other here. But no judgments will be finalized here. Only they will discuss the pros and cons of each and every idea. So facilitator will ensure that everyone will get chance to explain their ideas and no ideas will be eliminated. So all ideas will be considered and discussed by all experts here. They will give their own comments, not comments, they will give their own opinions and suggestions, or uh, their own ideas on each other's responses. And in last, voting and ranking of ideas will be done. So in last, each group member will vote for the idea, and on the basis of voting given by each expert to all the ideas will be ranked, and then on the basis of voting ranking will be set, and on the basis of ranking the ideas will be prioritized. So this is the whole nominal group technique. So here we have completed the three forecasting techniques, that is qualitative approach techniques. So from there is one diagram from which your idea about nominal group technique will be more clear. So whatever we have seen in the steps in nominal group technique, here you can see diagrammatically what will happen. Each expert will give their responses, their own estimations on manpower requirements, and then all experts will discuss on the responses given by each expert, and on the basis of their voting, ranking of responses will be decided, and on the basis of this ranking, final output will be generated. So this is the nominal group technique.